Hi, I'm Aunt Carla, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a spiritual cleansing and protection bath for yourself or for someone that you care about. Now, surprisingly, of all the different spells that I teach, the cleansing and protection bath is probably the most requested spell that I get. In my DMs on Instagram, I hear about this a lot, maybe almost once a week, at least several times during the month. And I want to teach a simple cleansing bath recipe that can be made of simple ingredients that you can find at your grocery store. And if you need extra protection, I will share with you a couple of extra ingredients that you can use to make it even more powerful. Now, why do we need spiritual cleansing? Well, just like we have our physical hygiene, we take a bath or we wash our hair, we shave, brush our teeth, we are keeping ourselves clean. But our spirits, our spiritual essence also needs to be kept clean and clear. So sometimes we might be around people who are energy vampires, or who are like taking energy from us. People who have a heavy energy and they're complaining, and you spend time with them and all of a sudden you feel kind of heavy too. Or it could be, you might feel like people are jealous of you, or they're just like bothering you, microaggressions, and you just feel the need to cleanse yourself, all the way to feeling like maybe you feel like someone has hexed you, sent some bad energy, some bad juju your way. You feel like you might have been hexed. Well, this spiritual bath can go a long way into cleaning and clearing your aura. So let's get started. So the main ingredients in this spell are lemons, rosemary, and salt. That's it. Those are the basic ingredients, and hopefully you should be able to get them in your local store somewhere. I will show you what you can do if you need some extra special cleansing, but for now, if this is all you have, this will go a long way. Here I have a plate of lemons, and these are about 2 lemons. But if you're going to use a shower, let's say you don't have a bathtub, one lemon's worth of slices is enough. So I'm taking those lemons, putting that here in this bowl. And then, so lemons represent, this is cleansing. Lemons, they have that cleansing scent. And if you notice, a lot of house cleaners have lemon in them. But on a spiritual level, lemons represent cleansing. Okay, next we have rosemary. Rosemary is purification and protection. I have some fresh sprigs of rosemary here. You can see that. I love the way rosemary smells. But if you have dried rosemary, you can use that too. I'm just going to shake it out so you see the difference. Once rosemary dries, it looks like that. But when it's fresh, it looks like this. I used to only use dried, but once I moved to a neighborhood that had fresh rosemary, I love it. And then I started growing a plant, and then I killed it. But next season, I will have more rosemary. Okay, so that is 2 lemons, rosemary, and I'm going to add some sea salt. And I have it pre-poured. I have a 1/4 cup of pre-poured lemon. And actually I have a little bit of an end of a lemon, because I'm going to squeeze that into the water later. So here is the 1/4 cup, see that, 1/4 cup of salt, of sea salt. And if you don't have sea salt, if all you have is table salt, that's okay too. Salt represents protection. Just about every witch worth his or her salt will have salt. So salt is for protection. So these 3 ingredients alone will do the trick. Lemons for cleansing, rosemary for protection and purification, and salt also for protection. The addition of all of these ingredients together will cleanse your aura. Now, you could put this in water and clean and heat it on your stove, but what I'm going to do this time, I put everything in a clear bowl so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'm pouring hot water. It to be warm. And it, by the way, it smells really good. Now, at this point, this is when I like to squeeze a little more of this lemon juice in there. This I'm doing because I'm going to put it in a bathtub that already has hot water in it. So it's not going to be like sitting in a big lemonade if it's going into, since it's going into a bathtub that already has water in it. But if you're using a shower, for example, everything that's in this bowl, after it cools off, you would be pouring it over your body. So what that means is you're only going to want to have one lemon's worth of slices. Now right here, while you have all of your ingredients steaming, you would stir. And actually, since we are removing obstacles, we are cleansing, I would recommend stirring counterclockwise. Now, you can say things like, I cleanse myself of all negativity. I am cleansing myself of all the evil eye, the negativity, the jealousy, the backstabbing, whatever it is, but speak from your heart. If you like to use Bible Psalms, then the 23rd Psalm would be perfect for this. I know I have many spiritual people and even not so spiritual people who use Bible Psalms as for their incantations, for their petitions. So here it is. We have the salt and the lemons and the, oh my goodness, it smells so good, and the rosemary. And this right here is all you need. Now, you can do, if you live or work in a toxic environment, you can take a bath like this, bath or shower like this once a week. If you're feeling like you're going through something and you really need like a deep cleanse, you can take a bath like this 3 times in a row, like do it 3 times at night, right before you go to bed. Or if you're feeling like really heavy energy is in your way and possibly blocking you, then take this bath 7 nights in a row. So you can do it if you just need a lift, or you could do it once a week. You could do it 3 nights in a row, or you could do it 7 nights in a row. It's up to what you're feeling. And by the way, and how you would do it, we have a white candle. So you would light that candle while you are putting your concoction, your potion together. You would take it to the bathroom, and then you would either put this mixture in your bathtub, in a warm bathtub, or you take it in the shower and pour it over your body. Now, while you are if you're in the bathtub, this will be another great time to speak your intentions aloud. In the shower in the bathtub is when you would speak your intentions aloud. You could also recite the 23rd Psalm again. And when you feel in a good, calm place, that is when you would let the water go from the tub. And at that point, you would imagine those negative, your obstacles floating, draining, going down the drain along with that water. And if you were taking a shower, you would just pour it all over your body. If you can cover your head, that's a great idea. I recommend that. If you can't, you could also use put some of this mixture in a water spritzer bottle and just spritz over your hair. That way you're getting some kind of coverage on your head. Now, because we're using lemons, make sure not to get it into your eyes. We want to cleanse, not to burn your eyes. Okay, so let's see. This is the basic cleansing protection bath. Do not be deceived by its simplicity. These are nature's gifts, and they are here to help cleanse you. Now, if you feel like you need a little extra special, herbs, I have something else for you. So here is the bath, the simple lemon, rosemary, and salt bath. If you need something extra, you can add the herb rue. You can't get rue from the grocery store, but you can get it from botanicas and some spiritual or herbal stores. Rue is extra fantastic when it comes to protection, evil eye, and hex breaking. If you feel that you definitely feel like you've been hexed, and if you're not sure, you can get a reading done. Someone can do a reading for you. You could, look me up. You can get someone else to do a reading, or maybe you could do a reading yourself. Or you just feel like, what we call in hoodoo cross conditions, when things aren't going well. That is when you would want to perhaps take one of these baths. So anyway, so this is rue, also known as ruda. So you would add that to this mixture. And then you would also add Florida water. So if you have Florida water, you can also add that as well. So I'd add like a couple of splashes, however you see fit. Now it really smells great with the addition of the Florida water. Florida water is a citrus-based spiritual cologne that you can definitely get at botanicas, and you can find them even on Amazon. So Florida water is used as a spiritual cologne for cleansing. Some people like to spray it as a perfume right before they leave the house, or after they've had an encounter with someone that they didn't like, and they just want to clean themselves of any kind of bad energy. Florida water is great for that. So here it is. We have lemon, rosemary, salt, rue, and Florida water. There you go. Now, if you notice, we have like this is a lot of stuff here, like a lot of little pieces of things. And you will find that will be the case if you use a powdered or a dried spice. So what you can also do before you get into the tub, just to make life easier, you can strain it. So for example, let's see, I have a strainer here and I have a bowl. Okay, so if you notice, there are a lot of small bits and pieces in this bath mixture. And whether it's seeds or little pieces of spices, you might not want to have all of this in your tub. It makes it quite messy. And the last thing you probably want to do after you've taken a cleansing bath is have to stop and clean your tub. So one of the things you can do is strain the ingredients before you put them in the tub. So also, if you were doing this in a pot of water on the stove, you could strain this before you put it in the bathtub. So let's see, I have a strainer and I have a measuring cup. So I'm just straining this into a new bowl. And this is an ultra fine mesh strainer, by the way. I got this one in Amazon. I found it. But this is really great because you've done all the work to mix all of these ingredients, and just to keep things a little clean for yourself. Yeah. And it'll still smell good, and you will still have the benefit of all of these healing ingredients. So I'll put this here, and you can see what it looks like when I'm done. See, so then you could take this mixture here and put that in your bathtub into a tub of warm water, or you can pour it all over yourself. Be very careful around your eyes. Now, the other thing that's very important to know, before you take your spiritual bath, you want to take a regular bath with soap and water. That is for your regular physical cleanliness. This bath, you're not going to use soap because the focus of this bath will be your spiritual cleansing. So when you take this bath or this shower, you are going to bathe or pour the water over yourself, and you're going to allow yourself to air dry. You will not use a towel. You want the goodness from the spiritual cleansing to stay on your body overnight. So that is why you take your soap bath or shower, then you take your spiritual bath or shower. You allow yourself to air dry. You can towel dry when you do your regular soap bath, but when you get into this bath, you're going in totally clean. You're going in there physically clean first. And then you air dry naturally. If you want to, listen to a song or something and dance yourself dry, you can do that. I like to do that. But basically, you take your bath, you let yourself air dry, and then you go to bed. So to summarize, a spiritual bath is very simple. Spiritual and cleansing and protection bath is very simple. You need basically, the minimum is rosemary, lemon, and salt. That right there is all you need. If you have ruda, or Florida water, you can add that. But if you don't have that, it's okay. You take your bath with a bath or shower with soap, then you take the cleansing bath, and then you let yourself dry naturally. And that is it. That is a cleansing bath. And I hope that has helped you today, and I hope that you're able to, get off whatever is bothering you. And if you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments.